Now if I was to go back, God, damn. Now if I was to go back, God, damn. Now if I was to go. Now if I was to go back, God, damn. Now if I was to go back, God, damn. No, ain't nobody care for me. Trust me, dog, nobody wasn't there for me. See, I ain't had nowhere to be. If I was to go back, God damn. Everybody chose to have a different grind. All the shit I got, you didn't spend a dime. This is why you're not up in my mind. If I was to, I'm on my shit. You should know that it's the Apollo man, yeah. Detaching from everything, nigga, I even detaching myself. That's one of the reasons why I don't be sitting around asking for help. Shit, it get tight and you try to fit in like you strapping a belt. I'ma express what I'm feeling, so fuck what you actually felt. Memories just like an album that I'll put back on the shelf. When I'm sitting chilling, just relaxing myself. Now if I was to go back, God damn. Now if I was to go back, God damn. Now if I was to go. Now if I was to go back, God damn. Now if I was a damn. Trust me, you don't really know the hate I feel. Trust you ain't gon' volunteer to pay my bills. I'm only gonna say what's real. If I was to go back, God damn. Bet you didn't do the shit you claim you did. Bet you was being selfish by the way you live. Now you wonder why you ain't my friend. If I was to call you every day, include you in my business shares percent. When I check social media pages, nigga, you ain't never sharing my shit. Look, I ain't mad if you ain't chose to, but don't be acting like I owe you. Gotta watch out for those niggas who try to attack themselves cause they know you. Yeah, on your ass. They try to use the past for a pass. Oh yeah, no looking back. Or I might just laugh. If I was to go back, God damn.
Oh, for that, because if I was to go back, I'd be prehistoric. Dumb goddamn caveman and stuff hitting my head on top of a goddamn cave block. It don't go no further than that. It don't go no further than that. Way before anybody had anything that looked like a culture. Just retardation. And then that's it. That's it. No, I said, why you want to go back? Why you want to go back? Go back, Stone Age. And back when you was retarded running into trees. No, I said, don't go no further than that. You got to drop in the sea. I don't even know how you was born, how you can even see. No, but on that. Sad, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? You always go to the future. Everybody go to the future circumstances, foundations, you know what I'm saying? Not these future whack-ass movies. I'm saying not these future whack-ass video games coming. I'm saying I got to do some updating on that. I'm going to do some updating on that. No way Superman should be trash and stuff like that in the 25th century. You know what I'm saying? Captain America trash. Oh, what's going on? Who ruining all our childhoods? Who behind the director screen ruining all our childhood? And all better than that. Is this done on purpose? Who back there? Who behind the curtain? Who behind the camera? Ruining all of our childhood. Who doing it? Y'all saying real stuff and don't mess up nothing else. Leave stuff alone. Leave stuff alone now. Leave it in a comic book. People need to learn how to go back to reading. Every comic book don't have to be downloaded from a damn audio book. Sarah, shit. Everybody get retarded. Everybody get retarded. Everybody get retarded. Put the movies back in them damn comic books until them comic books get a little better. Then people can read a little bit. Then get back on the big screen. Right now, I don't know what's going on. Everything going backwards. Big screen, then comic book. The movie trash. Don't make a comic book about it. Just like the Mortal Kombat. That new Mortal Kombat trash. Do not make no damn comic book or video games off of it. Y'all said. Just fucked the whole story up. Ruined my whole childhood. Let's get into culture. No, I'm saying we gotta get into culture and stuff like that because this is one of the reasons why everybody reprobate. You know, I like to leave people out, so we're gonna get into you men too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into the women too. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get into the women. There's a whole big circumstance going on out here that everybody that's flying around, la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? So la la la. Oh, babe, the pig face. Oh, that. Gotta tell all the babes, you know, babe is the pig. Oh, that. Man, where you been at, man? So we supposed to be out here building this little house, this long house and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I was back at the crib with the babe. The babe, what babe? Babe, oh, babe, the pig. Oh, I mean, babe, oh, shit, babe, it's babe, oh, okay. The big ass out here so we can build this long house. And no, for that. Get your ass a culture. You ain't got no purpose, dude. You ain't got no purpose, dude. No, Sarah, shit. Oh, fuck around. That's your babe. Oh, babe, oh, baby, baby, baby. La 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 la. Oh, say real shit. That's how you sound when you ended up in jail. That's how you sound when you start complaining about you ain't get to check this button, you couldn't take care of your kids. Oh, say that's how you sound. La la la. Oh, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get all into it and stuff like that, so we can understand just on your end and on the female end, because you know females can be all over the place. The sad females with no culture, all over the place. Don't know if they coming or going, walking contradiction. And if females walk in vibration, it's let you know the world is a vibration. It's let you know why everything's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I let you know. You got to be careful even going off the vibe. You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You got to be real careful. Real careful. Hey, I was living during the time that we had to vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'll put everything in its proper perspective. We gotta put everything in its proper perspective. Everything. Get your tea coffee game up. Get your tea coffee game up. I'm saying like cinnamon vanilla. It's a cinnamon vanilla. I'm saying it's a cinnamon vanilla. You know what I'm saying? Get your coffee machine game up. We're 12 minutes in yet. But yeah, we're gonna get everybody's brain constructed because everybody need to know why they ain't shit and probably why you ain't shit. Man or woman. Man or woman. You know what I'm saying? You somewhere, you distracted. Your whole purpose became something that you always did before and the outcome was a mistake. I don't know why you ain't about to see this next one is about to be as a man. You know what I'm saying? That when it comes to a goddamn woman and stuff, everything get ready to be a phase. You thought you was making sense when you made your bed and laid. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of making beds and laying and stuff like that. A whole bunch of y'all having to clean sheets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Get your coffee tea steam game up. You know what I'm saying? Get your coffee tea steam game up. But there's a lot of stuff going on and stuff where shit be for the time of the day. Once it's another time, another day, we start to see how people start to create phases, ghosts, responsibilities, trials and tribulations and stuff like that. Because a motherfucker just be a one time a day. Then another time a day come, they be in that time of day. Man, it was a whole bunch of different times of days. Y'all got a whole bunch of different baggage, different goddamn man. Sad. A whole bunch of soul tie energy and stuff like that. That's why I say, right now, this ain't even a goddamn time that's even real and exists. Valentine, this guy was doing something else. They were slaughtering people. You just going broke right now. This don't even exist. But it is a time you can create goddamn soul ties. It is one of those times. Go over all the years you went across goddamn Valentine's Day. Them all the years you got soul ties and stuff. A lot of y'all caught one in the middle of being in a relationship. About 2 or 3 soul ties in the middle of already being one and shit like that. They call it cheating. They call it being shit. You know what I'm saying? They call it being distracted and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They call it having a wonder or not. Stuff like that. You know they call it, you know what I'm saying? Can't sit your ass down and shit. They call it being fast. You know what I'm saying? They call it a whole lot of stuff. Your grandmother probably has some good names for it too. Your grandmother she probably has some cold names for it. Or so much cold names for it inspired you to move. You know what I'm saying? Shit is like one generation down to the other. The same type of energy your grandmother had with them cold words inspired your mother to move and shit and inspired you to move from your mother. This is a whole word sometimes that get passed down that inspired that little homegirl woman to move. Saying it's a lot of things that go behind it to make her be like, oh, fuck this bitch. I don't want her, or maybe want to stab her grandmother or whatever the case may be, or her mother. But at the same time, it should be cold words, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't get rid of the words stick in your head no matter where you go. It's stuck in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's stuck in your head. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that sometimes need to stick in your head other than, you know what I'm saying, dick being stuck in your mouth or something. Like, oh, Sarah, shit, dick being stuck in your ass. Oh, that. You get stuck with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? You get stuck with a lot of responsibilities and shit. Oh, none of that. I'll keep it 100. That's all we talking about. I'll just structure y'all brain before we get into the mathematical stuff. Y'all say the technology, the technology of what everybody is when they lost this shit like that, don't know where they coming or going because you ain't got no motherfucking culture. AKA you a man, you ain't got no point of direction. You a female, you just lost in the sauce, needing acceptance and needing validation and don't want to look like you're normal. So for the most part, that's going to be some energy where that play out in other areas that's unhealthy for everybody's outcome and decision making. Everybody's outcome and decision making. So for the most part, female's gonna be in some damn decision making where she think is an outcome that ain't the right way, and a man gonna be like looking at an outcome and his decision making ain't got nothing to do with that outcome and shit like that. So you gotta know, a man that throw a whole bunch of shit in front of a female face, he just trying to get some pussy. That shit ain't had nothing to do with the outcome that he was throwing in her face and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then a female get lost into the sauce of the first seed and be like, oh shit, yeah, he really like me or whatever the case may be. The outcome ain't had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all cancel each other out. Y'all say like y'all cancel each other out. One be like hyped in the beginning, then like the end, it don't be the outcome. One be like more lost into the outcome, just do anything in the beginning to make sure the outcome happens. So it says like y'all cancel each other out. It'd be like weird. It'd be like weird when I be sitting back looking at humanity. I'm like, oh look at this one doing it. Look at that one doing it. Oh, I said look at humanity. Oh, I said look at humanity. Oh, humanity. I'm saying? So the man, he be looking for an outcome. He'll throw a whole bunch of shit in front of there that ain't got nothing to do with the outcome. The female looking at the starting point, get confused in all the things that the man threw there that ain't got nothing to do with the outcome. She get confused in that and thinking that's the outcome. Boom, something cancel each other out. The starting point was good for her. Outcome got bored. I'm saying? The starting point, you know what I'm saying, was like only good for him at the outcome he really wanted out of it was intact. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you start seeing a separation and shit. You start seeing a female start saying, wait a minute. This don't look like something I can expect in the future or something like that. It just look like it might be allowed. And homeboy starts separating like, I don't look like I'm gonna get no ass anyway. I ain't about to do nothing. I said shit. Y'all start like separating. Y'all start like separating this shit. Y'all start like esoterically separating this shit without knowing it. Like it'd be like another type of way. I said, but look, check it out. We can go to the Matrix. We'll go to the Matrix, buttercream face and stuff. I said real shit. Those all float down buttercreams. To see what's going on. And why woman with no culture, woman with no culture, trash, ain't shit, ain't worth dating. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not worthy, not date worthy. And we're gonna flip it on you men too, so you females can get an idea of what it means or what does something look like to be date worthy or not and shit like that. A man with no culture, all over the place, Pinky in a brain, Toe Jam and Earl. Yogi Bear. It's all over the place. Retarded. You know, so you got to understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The dumb of the doorknob. So you got to understand culture. And if you ain't got one, what you should expect. What you should expect. And when you ain't got no culture, why you expected your results? And you thought you was the best thing since goddamn peanut butter, pepperoni, and anchovy, goddamn American cheese bread. And shit like that. Then you got a rude awakening. You ain't special. You got that rude awakening real quick, and some of y'all get that rude awakening more different than others and shit like that. You gonna get that rude awakening and shit. You ain't special. You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this. It's some rude awakening. It's like a mechanism in the universe or something like that. Nobody can escape it or something like that. You can't escape it. It's like large on a percentage scale and shit like that. You gonna go through something that show you you ain't special. You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go through the same. You know what I'm saying? Like a mechanism. Like nobody can escape it. You gotta challenge yourself. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. It ain't what you go through it, it's how you go through. It says how you go through it and shit like that. So a lot of more people can take it more than others. Some people go through something like damn, they realize they ain't shit. Saying some meat rubber hit the fan or something like that, then they take it much more peacefully. Some other people do it, start running people up under their SUV, running people over, start stabbing people with knives and stuff like that. Don't be around no kitchen and you in a relationship with a Puerto Rican. Don't be in the kitchen. So don't be close to the sink and the drawer right there with the knives and none of that shit. Say real shit. I'm saying that right now. It's the unhealthy mental illness going on in the world. So we got peep game. You get lost in the sauce. You get lost in the goddamn sauce. Know what I'm saying? They don't know if you coming or going too, because goddamn it, you wasn't fascinated or Walt Disney had you fascinated, then you got lost into goddamn it being dickmatized or being twatmatized, male or female. Know what I'm saying? You a man, you twatmatized. If you a female, you got dickmatized and stuff like that. And a lot of times it didn't even take the other shit. It's just when you going through a certain phase of depression, females dickmatizing work. You know what I'm saying? If you a man and you going through a goddamn depression, you ain't getting nothing, you ain't getting no money, nothing happening for you and shit like that, being twatmatized, your goddamn medicine or some shit. But a lot of times y'all get into these phases and get a lot of mistakes happen. But at the same time, you gotta know when you got an idle mind and lead into other things to fulfill whatever you think you don't got. You know what I'm saying? And one of those key things is validation. Some people just be wanting to feel good. Like Holly Berry and Monster Ball when she was fucking Billy Bob Thornton. So I said, don't just want to feel good. I said, this bitch was just trying to feel good. Bitch ain't shit. I said she wasn't looking at him as the future. She wasn't thinking about marrying Billy Bob Thornton, shit like that. He was just like, oh shit, I got the crib, whatever like that. I'm a slave master. Get some taters, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't playing a Sling Blade at the moment. So at some point, boom, I'm gonna fuck the shit out this nigga. Nigga, I said shit, his brain. Like, I got the little farm shit. I done killed all the Native Americans over here. Shit, I done killed them damn Indians. You know what I said? It's my world. You know what I said? So his body, like, oh, fuck the shit out this little slave. I said. And then her body, shit like that, shit like, oh shit, ain't no men out here, nothing. I ain't even own my country no more. Ain't no, we're the warriors at or something like that. I'll just feel good. I just try to feel good. I said, you got to check that movie now. You got Monster's Ball. Some damn monster balls deep. And some damn nigga. That. Get your tea steam game up. Get the tea coffee steam game up. Get the coffee game up. That. You got to be game. You know what I'm saying? So people just be wanting to feel good. They'll be thinking about that in the future and shit like that and shit. Now, you somewhere sitting around thinking about the future. This is why the outcome was your future. You crying. You divorced. You separated. You up under somebody's SUV or something. Now look, check this out. Pardon me. Goddamn. I ain't your cousin grandma. Now look. Woman with no culture. Woman. You know what I'm saying? Now look, woman with no culture. First of all, look, they all over the place in distractions. That's one. So a woman with no culture, she gonna be all over the place and whatever her devices or whatever her idle mind is leading into or whatever Walt Disney showed her or whatever her friends got going on or her friend's device. And remember, her friend don't know shit either. So it's like a pinky in the brain, blind leading the blind. Hey ho, let's just do something that we think we agree with because of the collection of movies that came out this year type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like that right there. First of all, a woman with no culture. She ain't gonna be able to look at or be able to compare, contrast what's good for her, what's not, what's the right thing, and she ain't gonna have no purpose either. Trust me, ain't gonna be no creativity. She just gonna know how to creatively be dumb. Creatively play stupid. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Then, woman with no culture, too. Validation issues. There's always going to be a validation issue there. You know what I'm saying? So, and then here's the thing. You got to be a mind reader. You're not even going to know what you validating. You know what I'm saying? So in her mind, if you can't be a mind reader and figure out what to validate already, it's going to be an issue. So she's self-reflecting. She got validation issues, but she going to make an issue with you. And then for the most part, she just ain't got no goddamn culture. So for the most part, her whole focus in the first place is just to have validation issues, create problems. That's what she think keep you all together is, creating issues, creating problems, because she bored. No, I'm saying it's all go back to because you're just bored. So you got to keep that in mind. With no purpose, you bored. You ain't sitting around. Y'all ain't got no, even on Valentine's Day, y'all ain't being like, we about to kill it this year with all this new flower plastic design. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody getting ready to buy no real flowers anyway. Look at the stock market. Plastic flowers sell more than real flowers on that damn Valentine's Day. So that let you know everybody ain't shit, no matter what gender. Both, they all ain't shit when they going to buy things for each other and shit. So we're going to play the game. And we're going to play the game good. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, she ain't thinking like that. So she gonna have validation issues. She expecting you to go broke and buy a dozen roses and shit. She gonna expect you to buy some real roses and she ain't even real to you. You know what I'm saying? She fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? Fake as ever and shit like that. She even fake to her friend and shit like that. She probably fucked her friend, goddamn man and shit like that, and just be lying like a motherfucker. She picked what she want to be real. And she picked what she want to be fake in her head. So that's a bitch with goddamn validation issues. So you need to understand that too. They always gonna have validation issues if they ain't got no culture. Now look, check this out. 3, without a culture, right? Insecurity issues. Now I already said that. No accountability will be taken. So you need to understand that right now. No accountability will be taken because there's no platform, purpose, culture to be able to be like, oh, I didn't do that. And I know that was my responsibility, and I ain't really supposed to be complaining that it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So when that energy there, then she'll pick anything off Walt Disney. You know what I'm saying? She'll pick anything off Walt Disney to make it seem like you ain't did it that year or something like that. I'll tell you that right now. She'll pick any old thing off Wizard of Oz and shit. Like a movie, a Wizard of Oz you ain't even know never came out and shit like that. You be like, what Wizard of Oz is this? Then you'll be trying to look and see if it's the goddamn Michael Jackson one or something like that. You're like, nah, it ain't in this one either. This whole making this one up. This whole made this up. This whole trying to put me in line. I said real shit. So yeah, peep game too. No accountability will be taken. You know what I'm saying? You got to take all the accountability. AKA remix version of acceptance. Accepting her bullshit. Somewhere you don't know where it's bullshit. She made it look like gold. So you might even not know what you taking accountability for. AKA accepting, really. You know what I'm saying? Because she be self-reflecting. So when she need to take self-accountability, she gonna make you feel like you need to take accountability about some made up shit or whatever like that. AKA is remix. She just self-reflected something she needed to take accountability for. You get ready just to accept something. You don't even know what you accepted. She probably had all kind of dicks in her ass. Get your T-Steam game up. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. She prepared a future argument from happening 20 arguments ahead. You know what I'm saying? So she'd create a synthetic argument and shit that don't even exist ahead. Just for you, anytime you get a light bulb on top of your head, she got that one to run to, and she go create an argument that you didn't even know was a problem. You didn't even know you really did and shit like that. She made it an issue and made it something you did every week. And shit like that. It could be like 3 years later. It's something you did every week now that pissed her off. Like, you got to backtrack through these years and shit like, wait, was that a problem? This whole making this shit up. I said, oh shit. All this stuff, she getting tired of something. She make up something she getting tired of 3 years later and shit. And it's talking about you been doing this for months and shit like that. You gotta really think hard. Like, did I? Like, she almost might convince you did some shit that's made up and sit on Wizard of Oz or something like that. Yeah, that hoe ain't got no culture. No, I'm saying it's part of your fault too. You ain't got no culture, so you just did it with a bitch that y'all got mixed cultural energies, and then by both of y'all not having no culture, y'all gonna both do what Walt Disney do. So that both of y'all gonna have a relationship based upon who got the shelter in first, or who got the car first, or who twatmatized first. But for the most part, she gonna convince your ass real good that you was just doing some shit like all throughout the months that past 3 years that you probably gotta think back and track. You probably got a journal. If you don't keep no dream book or no journal, shit, she'll really rock you to sleep, because you could really go back if you got a dream journal. Oh, say you got a little planner or something like that. You been writing shit down like, look, this ain't never been the argument we had. You know what I'm saying? You really start thinking, like, wait a minute, this ain't something. Look, here go all the stressful moments, and bitch, it's more on you on a percentage scale. You made us broke for this car situation, this house situation. You know what I'm saying? You start going, you gotta keep track of certain shit, because everything could be la la land. Rest in peace to all la la, and shout out to all y'all that still alive. You gotta keep track, you know what I'm saying? Because she'll keep a real type of oral tradition in her mind that really only exists in her mind, and the convincing validation that her friends gave her, that the slight lie, not the whole truth she told her friends and shit. So she always gonna tell her friends a certain way to make her friends be like, yup, you right, you right. Then they give her all this like intelligence, like yes, bitch, yes, bitch, yes. You know what I'm saying? Start giving her all this retarded like concepts and intelligence to add on to bitch know it's a lie in the first place and shit like that. But she get all validated like she the truth. Like she with God and she doing everything right or something. Like, I said her shit. That's all it took for her to think she with God and did something right. All she had to do was hear 2 or 3, yes, bitch, yes, bitch. That's all she had to do. Bitch ain't shit. Oh, put on that. Now, leave me alone, grandma. Also, a female, a woman with no culture, right? They will always find another man to listen to. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. Bet your old smack monkey ass. I don't care if it come through the form of a book, Brother Connor man, Google scholarship, Google ad. I went to college on Google and goddamn it, GPS, Google GPS, whatever you call that shit. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Galileo man. You know what I'm saying? Man next door, the bus driver. No matter how much money you got and shit like that. You come somebody pleasing her mind in some way, shape, or form, goddamn it, you better believe she gonna be listening. You know what I'm saying? You could have got all, if you ain't got no culture, it's even worse. If your culture is just work, 9 to 5, money, that's it. You get ready to get a rude awakening. You ain't special and your money ain't shit. Yo, you gonna get that rude awakening. You gonna get that rude awakening real quick. You'll be like, damn, I bought her this, I bought her that. We live in this, we live in that. We in this castle, we taking vacations everywhere. It's just, it had nothing to do with her hopping on somebody else's dick. That had nothing to do with it. You gonna realize, get a rude awakening real quick. Fucking with a hoe with no culture. I'm telling you that right now, you ain't got no culture, so you ain't even got nothing to substantiate there to be like, yeah, this makes more sense, and however we get ready to foundate things, because whatever I'm getting ready to do, that'll fuck it up. So without no culture, and then y'all not part of no friend group to make that even, like, because females be needing some type of following kind of concept. So a culture come with other individuals doing the same thing that y'all doing. Even if y'all all doing different things, y'all all got the same goal. So that makes it also some network high school type of thing. A female need to be a part of something that's high schooly. That's why a lot of times men be thinking females like men who cheat or don't lie about cheating, and then women convince themselves that's the man they like, but that's not really it. What it is a woman just like a social man. It ain't even about him fucking. She just like a social man because she's a social creature. So a man need to be masculine but also social. So if he could create an environment where she could even have friends in that same area, even if it was to be another man, it's a culture there. So we know that man is just for that. If I don't fix Rams and my tribe mate do, of course, I don't mind if I'm somewhere else. Homegirl calling him because that's what he do in the tribe. Yet, my chief is know him and his chief is. Know him and his bitch. You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole little organization, and we keep money within ourselves because we got our own car mechanics, we got our own this, and all the females who do nails, all the other females know who to get nails done from. The other female who know how to do pottery, all the other females know who we gonna get our kitchen appliances from. The female who know how to do this know who all we gonna get our jackets, our wallets, and purses from. You see what I'm saying? And now we got a whole little interconnected system going. What the hell you think the Jews do? You know what I'm saying? What the hell you think the Native Americans used to do? What do you think the Asians, what you think foreign exchange is and forts and shit? That kind of shit. We got to get back in that energy to make things creative again. So there's some worth of money again. So even celebrities got something to boost themselves back up again and not just really go down the drain. Everybody got to have a purpose now. Without no culture, you trash. So it ain't what you do, is how you do it. Even if you making music, you can rap about rims, but what's the purpose? Is you just rapping to be like, ho, I got rims? Or is you rapping to be like, I got this rim manufacturing company, or this is my specific designer rim? You know what I'm saying? So it ain't what we do, is how we do it. Y'all could do it the same way how y'all did it with the alcohol, but do it with more productive shit. The fuck the alcohol, I got my rim line. Fuck the alcohol, I got my record label in McDonald's, Burger King, every city line, or something like that, or Boys and Girls Club line, or something. You know what I'm saying? It could be the same shit, just more productive. So instead of you flying bitches out doing low-key sex trafficking, you know what I'm saying? You doing low-key business culture management. You know what I'm saying? And who better to pick a partner, what better area than to pick a partner than that? You know what I'm saying? You got a whole foundation of shit now. You got a name as a man. Female, you can make her a whole nail company up under that name. Name is going to get the attraction, and then her being the goddamn it, aka the proper way of being the mascot, the proper way of being the broadcaster, or however you call it, because I know those are negative terms, right? Was actually brain, which you boosting the name up to be something worthwhile being attracted to. and things of that nature. So this what makes things fruitful and shit like that. Because boom, spiritual, intelligent, you're motivating, you're pushing the world. Men qualities. Female qualities that got something to fall back on. She can sell some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get corporations encoded in people's what name. Motherfucker. So y'all be retarded as hell. Now look, check this out. So, and then fourth, we might be on fifth or whatever the case may be. So, a woman with no goddamn culture, right? They always gonna find another man to listen to because you ain't got no culture. So, eventually, another man that got a little piece of that energy, even if he don't know that's what he doing, she gonna start listening to that. So, even if you retarded and you work 24/7, this why Galileo may know more than you know, and then that's why you always having arguments before y'all fuck, and then y'all don't even fuck because y'all go to sleep with a frustration because y'all just had an argument because you want to say what you want to say, and she want to tell you what the Galileo book just said and shit like that, and how Adams made you too masculine about something and something like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit because you ain't buy her a dozen of flowers on Valentine's Day. So for the most part, you need to understand that when it comes to women with no culture. Also, a woman with no culture, books, and religion become her man. Like as an offspring, as a subsidiary to she always gonna listen to another man, if not the bus driver, she gonna go to that goddamn book or religion and it's motherfucking shit. So and here's the thing. Once a book and a religion becomes her man, this is the man you gotta bow down to. And she don't even understand it. She don't even understand that man that she in, and that's the man that you gotta bow down to. And she just being a follower or don't want to seem unnormal. So you gotta peep game on that too. You could be in some type of weird situation where you know what I'm saying, you in a relationship with a female without a culture, and 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10, because a female sometimes go through enough phases, and a lot of times that's the bad thing about it. A chick, homegirl, be having to go through a lot of mistakes, a lot of phases, develop a lot of responsibilities before coming to the conclusion of being in that limbo, because that's going to take you into a limbo before you find your purpose. And it may be a little harder for you to get to your purpose, but you in limbo because you know you can't fully go back to them seeds you were springing and spark all the mistakes that you may be settled in at the moment. So a lot of times it's just settling for less or just settling in what you already got and being frustrated or becoming an old hag towards the individual that you're looking at, like I'm just settling. You know what I'm saying? However the case may be. But when you're looking at it in its context and stuff like that, right? A woman without no culture and stuff like that, she don't got no direction, and she'd be secretly blaming a man that he don't got no purpose. And the reason why a man don't got no purpose is because he don't got no culture. And when a man don't got no culture, he don't got nothing to look forward to, so he only do things towards validation, which takes us into men with no culture. I think we gonna get into this females and stuff like that. We'll get into men with no goddamn culture, right? Now, men with no goddamn culture have no purpose or no point, only in search for validation. So what do that actually mean? It don't matter how ratchet or how retarded the female is. If he wants some pussy or something like that, he's gonna do that. It don't matter how retarded Walt Disney or how much Star Wars teach him that this your favorite movie, but it's about how you was colonized and stuff like that. He's still gonna be like, oh yeah, I got all the Star Wars movies, aka invert that into like Rims or going to Planet Fitness, however the case may be, right? And then he's going to utilize these external things for the sake of, oh yeah, I'm doing what's accepted, and I know that there's a following energy that I don't necessarily know that, or I don't call it that, but that's kind of what it is. And if I'm participating with it the right way, all the women that pay attention to those same things, maybe I could jump in front of other men in that area and, you know, catch fish, however the man may look at it or whatever the case may be, right? So it's almost looking at external things as a fishing rod. So, you know, whether your job, whether your money, whether your rims or whatever like that, you're looking at these things as fishing rods to hook in a fish, right? But, you know, a lot of times when you hook in a fish, the fish may have been attracted to the pretty fishing rod. You know what I'm saying? But then after they get hooked, you start to realize you take them out that water, they start wiggling around and stuff like that. AKA you start trying to get into a deep relationship with them, they start wiggling around, right? AKA getting to wonder or not, right? Start cheating on your ass, and then you get a rude awakening. Your money wasn't shit. She really ain't really like you like that. She might make up an excuse too, like, yeah, he wasn't really spiritual or something like that, and that whole ain't spiritual. But at the same time, you got to understand, you a man without no culture. So with a man without no culture, you utilizing external purposes all the way to your physique as a goddamn fishing rod, but you're going to develop a situation where the outcome is gonna be like, a bitch ain't really fuck with you. She fucked with that fishing rod, aka she got hooked on that fishing rod, and then whether she was even dickmatized at that time. But the moment she got took out of that water, aka you took her out of her comfort zone, you took her too far away from her friends, her family, her mother, her drunk ass auntie, or whatever the case may be, she started wiggling around loosely away from you and that damn fishing rod. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be up to you. Do you want to kill the fish, aka fuck a dead fish for the rest of your life and just a complaining bitch, or do you want to go ahead and let it back in the water or shit like that? You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. It's up to you. This is unusual to be somebody. It's not unusual, but that bitch. But yeah. So yeah, peep game, y'all be flunked out, y'all be lost in the sauce and shit like that, then you get a rude awakening. Bitch wasn't shit. But then you gotta realize you wasn't shit. You ain't had no culture. So now you're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta be to myself now. Oh yeah, let me get back on my game. No, it's just your spirit telling you, bitch, you ain't got no culture. Go find a purpose. You a man and you ain't a man at the moment. You was a boy. I'm saying until you get a culture or something like that, that's when you kind of grow up and you get one nation here, another nation, whole tribe of band, whole band of tribe and shit like that. You done fathered like 6, 7 nations. I'm saying everybody speaking your language. Real shit. You don't get to that level. But then for the most part, boom, another man without no culture, right? Only can lead with being fake, supportive to a female, purposeless opportunities or something. I'm saying. That's another one, too. So a man without a purpose. If you a female, you ain't shit if you ain't got no purpose. But if you got a purpose, you know you be seeing those signs. A man that be trying to get at you, a man in your inbox and things of that nature, and you see what he leading with. You see that it's a fake support. You could go on his page, or even if you're searching on social media, you can see his shit don't got nothing to do with your shit and things of that nature. Yet in your inbox, he got all these opportunities that got something to do with you and your candle business or something, or you and your goddamn artistry business or whatever, or you make clothes or your nails or whatever. All this something like you don't go on this page like where's that at? It look like you doing a whole bunch of other shit. I'm saying you showing this, you showing that, you in the back of the limousine being a dick or something like that. Oh shit, you just look like you might be a sex trafficker or something. Like, I'm saying. But I know a lot of y'all be looking at that sometimes too. You gotta look at your inbox and be like, wait a minute, let me leave this on the red or something like that. This is like some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know he was a man without no culture. He ain't got no culture. He only can lead with being fake supportive to a female purposeless thing. So a lot of times this how you know you ain't shit. Females be knowing they ain't shit. So a lot of times they post shit. And then they know when a man start to over-exaggerate about what she doing and shit. Be like, oh, that's so dope. Oh, a female already know he full of shit and things of that nature. So this how you know, oh, it ain't just he full of shit. He ain't got no culture. Now you can add that to it. Because a female deep down inside, she already know, like, I ain't did nothing. Why you in my inbox like I just jumped across Grand Canyon and I landed like Neo jumped across the buildings on the Matrix and met Trinity and it was a happy ending and shit like that. I ain't did shit and I ain't shit. And I probably got a dick in my mouth right now. I said that's how a female be thinking of shit like that. But then she'd get in the inbox and shit like that. Then the dude be like, oh, I see your page. Oh, yeah, this business. Oh, that's dope. This dope. I got a place for this. I got things for that. Oh, I said all kind of shit the female already know. All you got to do is be like, oh, he just ain't shit. He ain't got no culture too. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just look at it like he ain't shit now. No, I'm saying, because that's what a lot of y'all dudes don't be knowing too. A lot of y'all dudes, y'all be lost in all kind of sauce and shit. Y'all be thinking y'all be doing something. I said y'all be thinking like, yeah, man, I got this one chick and shit like that because they be responding and shit like that. Just because she responded a day later or weeks later, that don't mean nothing. Shit like that. You need to know you messaged her when she had a dick in her mouth. You need to know that. Bitches like sex, just like homie cheeses. It's motherfucking shit. So it ain't what you thinking about and things in your mind like, oh shit, yeah, it's probably because of this, that, or no. You thinking from a man thought and thinking that females think like a man. Oh, if a female busy, she got a dick in her mouth. A female ain't busy with shit productive. You know what I'm saying? When a female ain't busy, that's when she just retarded with her friends or going to look for something when she could be busy. A dick. You know what I'm saying? And when a female tell you she busy or whatever the case may be, that she on a dick. That's it. Don't ever believe a female busy. Said that females ain't busy. They're one of the most boredest creatures in life. Y'all said so they got either a dick in their mouth, a dick in their ass, a dick in their coochie, or they at work. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Then for the most part, at work or being with their friends, that ain't them being busy. So this is why they got goddamn work boyfriends and shit like that. Those ain't the pockets that we're busy at. That's what you got to understand as a man. Everything is different. You know what I'm saying? Everything plays out different to females and men. Let's say when a man busy and things of that nature, his busyness is directed towards work and stuff like that, and his leisure time may be directed towards goddamn fucking and stuff like that. It's in reverse. Everything is in reverse for a female. I don't know why y'all don't understand that. When a female busy, that's when she fucking and stuff like that, and things of that nature. And then when she on her free time and shit, that's when she talking, she at work, she can talk to other people, and she can talk to a drunk ass auntie or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand everything in reverse. This is why y'all don't get it. So you be a man, and she'll tell you or text you she busy or something. In your mind, you start looking at it through the lens of a man. Oh yeah, because when I'm busy, I'll be working and stuff like that. No, it's in reverse to a female. When she busy, she got a dick in her mouth. Sis, you gotta understand that. And so you don't be having no culture, so you don't understand that. If you had a culture, you'll understand what is she busy about. If it ain't got nothing to do with what we supposed to be doing as a purpose, what is she busy about? Then that's when you'll start reading between the lines and be like, it's a thin line between love and hate. Oh, every time, all of that. Don't. Oh, sad. Real shit. So, but you gotta understand that's how it is. So you don't ever get it fucked up and shit like that. The bitch ain't busy and shit like that. Matter of fact, she gonna be trying to be not busy if she at work, and you gonna be the one that she blowing up the phone and shit because she can't have a dick in her mouth at that time. You know what I'm saying? So goddamn it, there's gonna be a whole lot of talking, but everything is in reverse. Also, now, if you're a man with no culture, men with no culture only can lead with money or people pleasing. So even if it ain't back to supported by money, it can be people pleasing. So a man with no purpose or no culture, he only can lead with money or people pleasing. So that's how you know that's a sign of that too. So a man, he could be in your inbox and not even give a fuck about what you do. He might just straight up ask you what it's hitting for or something like that or things of that nature. Then if you ain't shit, you ain't got no purpose shit, you don't give a fuck about that either. And I think we all at that time right now. But at the same time, it's a situation where it's only can lead with money or people pleasing. So he ain't got no purpose, no culture, nothing to add on to make a female or a bitch inspired to be like, I want to do that and shit. I want to do that with you. He ain't got nothing to do nothing with, but when can we go to a hotel and fuck? Like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with doing nothing with each other and shit like that. Both y'all probably got so many soul ties anyway when there won't anyone to see y'all with each other and shit like that. Because both y'all might fuck up what y'all got going on with other people and shit like that. So both y'all ain't shit. But it comes to like if both y'all ain't got no culture, and then for the most part, just if you're a female and you got one and you looking at a man without one, this is how it's gonna look like. He gonna lead with money and people pleasing. Not no goddamn curriculum or no purpose or no culture or something like that make people want to participate. You know what I'm saying? So that's a damn homie cheese, homie slice, bare knuckle, wet cotton ball, knuckle cap, arthritis in the right knee knuckle, when they ain't got no culture. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Damn nigga. For the most part, look, did another one. Nigeria, Africa, Australia, Jamaica. You know they ain't got no culture shit. Their whole culture is expensive blazers and goddamn penny loafers with no socks and high water goddamn dicky pants and shit. That's it. No further than that. That's the culture. The white man gave them a free ticket over here to the new world and shit like that. They mother get a free goddamn job as a college teacher. That's about it. Damn, Trump, when we gonna get rid of these damn foreigners? That. I'm tired of seeing them on pop the balloons and shit on. Yeah, Nigeria. Get your ass out of here. Get back on the boat. Get your ass back to the UK. That. Now, let's check this out. Now, also, a man with no culture, right? Don't know what he wants after he gets it, or become a bored child with made-up issues once stuck in a relationship. Because with no culture, it's no direction, but it's no direction but to get validation elsewhere once fulfilled in the area. So it's always going to be that tit for tat energy. Oh, I thought this is what I wanted because Walt Disney psyched me up. Oh, I actually got it. I think I want something else. What else I get? Or whatever the case may be. That's a person with no culture. So the man ain't going to be in no situation where I need this bitch. And then I need other men with bitches to add on to this, or I need other bitches to add on to what I got going on. And then a female going to be looking at it in that same concept. So a lot of times if we getting multiple women, and let's say y'all be trying to demonize the way the old tribal stuff was, where y'all create tribalisms. It wasn't that way. A lot of times if I'm the chief and I got a chiefess,
us getting another woman may not necessarily mean I'm fucking another woman. It might be what she does in a tribe and us setting her up to get the right man away from the men that she probably possibly could have fucked with that don't got nothing to do with a whole purpose, and we're trying to create a band and a tribe. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times it might just be that. It's not always dealing with every female play the same roles. You know what I'm saying? She might just be in a situation where her pottery is cool, but the men she been fucking with and things of that nature ain't part of what we got going on. And what we got going on, we got multiple relationships that's got the same goals of me and my chiefess. And then for the most part, you're making mistakes, but you're part of us. Let's get you up out of that, and we'll find you someone, or you just stick with me until we do that. But you got a purpose first. We making money. We making pottery. We doing shit that ain't got nothing to do with motherfuckers being feisty over sexual organs. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, to a female mind, she ain't even gonna want to fuck no one else anyway. And this what makes it a situation where she don't even care and accept if it was to be her sharing a man. But that got to be there first. And even if the man's strong enough, he can even say no. But those are for personal circumstances and situations. But when the main equilibrium purpose is there first, this actually heals the world from a lot of mistakes being made, and also better situations, and where it ain't so much animosity, and it could be a situation where a village can raise kids. Because even when people in relationships based upon building on things, but y'all got different backgrounds, and we just all blending, and we not even trying to start no culture, that animosity alone don't even allow, even if a village was to be created, for everything to push over smoothly. Because it could be a woman with already kids, a man with already kids, and then a situation that they already got with the mistake of the partner that they created that with cannot allow even a continuation of a village where people could come together based upon the baggage that they're bringing to it. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, those won't even be seeds that's even started, and we can start programs in a much more healthier manner. AKA, everybody start developing a culture first before you start jumping in and start thinking you want to have kids or build responsibilities or jump into a phase, because either you a female in a Holly Berry stage at the moment, or you a goddamn man and a goddamn Billy Bob Thornton stage at the moment. And then y'all just being a slave to each other until both of y'all energies be like, well, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And y'all start playing weird other games about how y'all tired, and just look like tit for tat. And y'all finding weird ways to argue, to separate, so y'all could be in that space that you always was trying to find in the first place, aka that little purpose. But you ain't gonna really find a purpose without a culture, right? Because a culture is a foundation to have something to look forward to, and having something to look forward to develops as a purpose. So you got to keep that in mind too. So when you don't have a culture, it's hard to find a purpose. And a lot of times when you find a purpose, that purpose be a part of a culture anyway. So a lot of times it's about creating a culture or joining one. You know what I'm saying? But just being reckless out here without one, it just creates a lot of mistakes. It creates a lot of phases you have to go through. And then a lot of things that you have to look back and be like, why did I do that? Once you jump into something that really just start to be a small watered down version of what a purpose is, or culture is. But a lot of times y'all will go through a lot of phases, because when you jump into something new, it don't be a culture or at all. It be that thing that cover up the last vulnerability. It be that thing that make you feel fulfilled from the last thing that you felt like you was drained from. And then for the most part, you just end up being in a situation of a cycle where one thing you thought was better end up being just a different version of the previous situation, and you do that about 9 or 10 times. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, you think somebody's supposed to sit back and accept. Keyword, accept. And that go for both parties. Accept your bullshit. And you can't be reaching these type of situations without understanding that's what you in, and taking accountability, because it'll make you become a damaged individual. And then once you just a damaged individual, you can't really be like wasting your people's time. You need to like keep your own time to yourself to heal yourself before you participate with someone else, because you won't be doing nothing else but wasting your own and somebody else's time, damaging your own self more and damaging somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Then you might be creating a monster, and you already a monster. Because a lot of times it ain't that y'all meet narcs, y'all create them. It ain't that y'all meet egotistic people, y'all create them. Y'all be in a situation where you allow a person to do some shit that they wasn't allowed to or got away with around the people that they was around when you ain't know them. And then when you need to get fulfilled, you allow certain things to get that fulfilling, And then once you get fulfilled, you start to realize I shouldn't have opened myself up like that, mentally and physically. And then when you start to backtrack, that's when that person become a monster, because they start to try to see what you're backtracking on, whether mentally or physically, and then start to over exaggerate and go more forward. And then in your eyes, they become a monster. But you made it because in your mind, you ain't know that you was allowing a bunch of things, being distracted in what you thought you was drained from. And that person was just a representation of fulfilling that at the moment. And then you didn't get clear to the esoteric post-nut clarity until you actually, male or female, until you actually got fulfilled. It reached this exaltation. It reached this, what they call that, orgasm. Right? So now you was able to see things clear. Oh, I was just going through a phase. That's why I needed this person. And I couldn't see all their negative ways at the time. Or I chose not to. Or I chose not to. And shit like that. And then the other person start trying to figure out what's wrong. Why you not allowing them to do what they was doing before, that it was all good, that they're gonna, that's how they was reaching their fulfillment of a cup that they never even knew could be filled up that much, because they didn't even have that possibility around the people that they was around before you knew them. You know what I'm saying? So you gave them new type of ways to feel about themselves, to think that they was doing something or something like that. So you the only person they could get juice backed up from again. So when they need juice backed up for filled up again, and you already filled up, then it comes to cancel each other out again. Like I broke down earlier, where you don't feel no more because you already fulfilled from taking from them what they was giving you attention for, because both of y'all was in a naked place and both of y'all was fulfilling each other in areas that was from areas that both of y'all ain't have nothing to do with each other. So both of y'all was secretly using each other spiritually. And then once both of y'all got fulfilled, and then one start to take their space of being fulfilled, the other one going to start to feel like they're being unfulfilled. And the other one going to want to start to drain somewhere else. And the other one is going to want to continue to drain from where it was just getting it to continue to be fulfilled. And then for the most part, here's where you get a whole bunch of competing where y'all don't even know y'all competing. Y'all just being in a situation to see who can be more cutthroat, who can be more conniving, who could cheat more, who can get into the next situation that look like it's better than the other person's first, and shit like that. And y'all just evil. Shit like y'all at that point, y'all just evil. Both of y'all. Y'all said real shit. And that's like, shit, I want to say 9 times out of 10, all y'all breakups. If not 10 times out of 10, that's where it's at. That's what y'all dealing with spiritually. You know what I'm saying? It's just physically, everybody got their own subjective way, own personal ways of going through it. But it's that same shit and things of that nature. And the spirit is dying to get into another situation that look like it's better than the other person first. So they can boast all about it. And if you boast too much, you end up manifesting the same outcome and allow that person to have a turn. And that whole time you was laughing when they was on the lower end of the seesaw, right? You wasted your percentage scale energy up of just, you should have just worried about yourself. You gave all your energy to them, and then they caught that esoteric atmosphere and it produced in their environment. Now you're lower on the seesaw and stuff like that, because everything play out in reverse. Where they become heavier up there, you become more heavier down here. Now you got to look at them be in a position that you was in when you was looking down. Then for the most part, it's up to them to take accountability or have some spiritual respect to see if they allowed you to make them just like you. And then they can start to boast about it too. Now they can do it a little bit. They can kick you out down a little bit, but don't go too far with that. Overpass your destroying energy. No, don't do that. It's actually better if you can keep a person looking and so you don't just totally destroy. That it ain't no fun. So for the most part, you want to go ahead and do it a little bit, but then mind your business. That keeps them in hell. Because now you made them realize you could kick them the way they kicked you, but then you also added a new layer. Kicked them and didn't give a fuck about them afterwards either, too, to keep adding on. So now they going to be like, oh, damn, they ain't continue to kick me down no more either. Oh, they ain't going to never have a good relationship. They whole life is going to be trying to prove to you something while keep making the same mistake again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you keep a person in that place. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't be bothered. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like a little bit how Serena Williams and other homegirl, that wasn't really a good look. First of all, the sea walking, that's a whole discussion on its own. But then, like, knowing that you Drake X, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Kendrick Lamar was doing. Kendrick Lamar don't got no culture either. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm Native American. Look, I come from tribes and stuff like so. I'm gonna tell you this right now. In a man mind, it just that's this industry or something like that. It's only a brownie point if you fucking them. If you ain't fucking if you ain't fucking goddamn it, Serena Williams. I mean, you just putting on some other man bitches. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? So that's not a flex, really. Like, that's not a flex if you ain't fucking them. If you ain't fucking them and you could be like, I'm fucking, that ain't a flex. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't the type of man that can have that type of situation, it ain't a flex. So you really just putting some other man bitches on and shit like that, making him think that his bitch is more special than what she is. And then for the most part, then in they shoes, it don't look right because it's almost like y'all got men. Why are y'all jumping on stage to go against Drake? Even though they make up all the excuses in the world, I'm just here for the party because it's a big record, Serena Williams. Oh, I'm just here because this is my label mate and we got a song together, says you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they both still fuck Drake. So that should have been the whole reason why they shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? Serena Williams should have been like, oh no, somebody might try to look at me like I care about Drake and I got a whole nother man. SZA should have looked at it like, people might try to think I care about Drake because he about to make this diss record and I got a whole nother man. So for the most part, it just looked like it was just business. And if Kendrick Lamar thought that was cool, not to nobody in the hood, I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's just like I know a dude and he taking some other dude's bitch to work every day or some shit like that. And then he ain't even fucking her though. Like he dropping her back off with the dude and shit like that. Me and the dude gonna be laughing at him and shit like that. That's kind of like how Kendrick Lamar got it. Saying like he just put on some other bitches that got who be putting some other dudes bitches who be putting dick in their mouth. I say he just put them on and shit like that. So Kendrick Lamar ain't fucking. So he can't put him on stage and be like, all right, we getting this check. What we about to do with this money? What we're doing with this money? So he don't got no culture. I ain't putting on no bitch if we ain't about to do nothing together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck what people think. Y'all gotta be lost in Washi Who mind or different culture minds or some shit like that just got something to do with money or something like that, but it ain't got nothing to do with nothing real. And it ain't what we do, is how we do it. I ain't putting no bitch on and we ain't about to do something together. Period. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't about to create no business or nothing like that, the fuck I'm putting on another man's bitch for? Now that's retarded. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's what's real. But we got this weird synthetic world that's going on right now where even Kendrick Lamar could think it's cool going to get some bitch with an Irish man dick in her mouth and going to get some other chick that just some ratchet, you know what I'm saying, all over the place with a BBL, and then he ain't even fucking, and then he think he doing something by putting both of them on stage because they both is Drake X. That don't make no fucking sense and things of that nature. So when he put them bitches on to get a check and get camera time, he don't get to go to the crib and break down that money and tell them what to do with the money or tell them this is your piece or this is how we going to do it for our business or whatever like that. He just got a check and they just got a check and they going to get a dick in their mouth again. And that's it. It don't really go no further than that. I'm saying, because like that's like the white man watching who sometimes made things a little too easy for certain people too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes females come up here and shake their ass a little bit. I'm saying, get on TikTok or something like that, and then make a little bit more money than the men that they're around, and then start talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Start coming out their mouth like they know something or something like that and shit like that. Like bitch, man, you just a goddamn a prostitute that ain't getting no dick inside of you or something like that. That's pretty much it and shit like, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta be careful with that too, because people don't be having no talent, no nothing so I had to sit back and be like, what the fuck Lizzo do? I didn't even know Lizzo sing. You know what I'm saying? So this is like white man has made it easy for like females like her, these fat asses. There ain't nothing wrong with her though. I don't like all shapes of form, but I'm just making this an example. It's like white man made it like easy for like people could just get in a better position than other people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Can have big old long tree bark feet and shit. And then for some reason, they could be in a situation where they can talk like they done something right or whatever like that. Oh, you ain't did shit. You got no talent or nothing. Like, it's just some type of situation in the program that white man created. But other than that, like, it'd be easier sometimes for like females that be having handlers. I ain't saying all females, because that'd make a lot of y'all think that y'all could just get, y'all just 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches away from OnlyFans. And I got OnlyFans too. I'm gonna give y'all my other page. I want to show y'all on there too, because I got a group of women too and stuff like that, get rich off OnlyFans too and shit like that. Oh, I'm saying real shit, like it's just a bunch of like pictures and stuff like that. Like I'm in them and stuff. Say exclusive pictures of people thinking they're imaginary minds and stuff. It's about tarot cards and stuff. Sad things of that nature and astrologies and shit. Yeah, I said so. But other than that, yeah, you know what I'm saying. When it comes to women and shit, like just sit up here, just you know what I'm saying. Then like we start talking like the spiritual and all this type of shit. Like, wait a minute, like man, white man is. No, I say I start thinking, I don't know what. Yeah, I said that's like because if it wasn't really no jobs or anything of that nature, right? That's what all females want to do. You just want to be a model or something like that. Of course, that's what females just want to do. So ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just when they start talking too much and start talking, and then like white man create a situation where they can even be in better positions than certain men sometimes. They be like, you gotta sit back and think sometimes. Like, wait a minute, like don't talk too much. Don't forget, bitch, you like a dick in your mouth. No, I'm saying don't go any further than that. No, I'm saying don't come up here. This is the reason why so many single women now and don't know what they want because white man made them think that they something that they not and something like that. So they get up here and do something simple as hell with no talent whatsoever, but get put in all these damn positions and shit like that, right? Just to be a goddamn clothing model and shit. And then for some reason, and then start talking and shit like that, like they know best, and then they got no man. No, I'm saying, or at best, goddamn sugar mamas and shit like that. At best, just getting dick, and you still just going through phases, creating soul ties and creating concepts where you could cope with it and be like, well, I'm just in this position and sex ain't that deep, so it's just that and the third, and I could just pay for it. Everybody sex traffickers right now because y'all ain't got no culture. Everybody sex to the women paying for sex too. Everybody sex traffickers right now, shit like that. So all these celebrities, every female celebrity is a harder sex trafficker than a dude at the moment. So y'all think P. Diddy is something. Man, these bitches be paying for all kind of bums in the hood and shit. Y'all see how Sexy Red got pregnant and shit like that? All these bitches is doing is getting rich real easy. Being clothes models and shit like that. Just to give it to a whole bunch of bum-ass niggas and all this shit with no culture and shit like that. Getting pregnant, bringing demons in the world that ain't got no legacy involved with shit. You know what I'm saying? And these children they bringing in the world ain't even got no men to look forward to and shit like that. So it's almost like this. It's just a retarded shit where white men making these women be in positions to talk down on men just to still be females that just want a dick in their mouth to go give all their money and shit like that to bums. And then for the most part, we just got a whole bunch of bullshit in the world. A whole bunch of bullshit. Sad. So at some point, this is where we at in today's time and shit like that, where there's no forward movement. That's why at this point, I'm every woman's man. So if you online and you single, I'm your man at this point. All y'all, even y'all old hags, y'all got to have a little sugar mama energy, though. I ain't taking care of no old ass hag. Y'all saying real shit. Don't say you can participate what I got going on. Said we get it together. But for the most part, y'all can stay old ass hags and shit like that and just get some old dusty dick. Some old dry old man with arthritis in the left heart cheek and shit like that. He barely could breathe in his right lung and shit like that. You'll have to just do that and shit like that. Or you get a young man like me and shit like that, and we can see if you can still be fertile and try. Say other than that, this y'all ass hope. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This y'all can't be expecting no marriage in. Barely can expect any kids. Yeah, that shit. You better put your money where your mouth is, where a dick's supposed to be. Other than that, y'all better act like y'all want something. Other than that, y'all think somebody getting on some knees or whatever like that for some old goddamn spoiled milk. You are fucking retarded. You better get down with the fucking culture and goddamn it, have some you have some acceptance energy. Or you could die in dust with them damn egg cells. You know what I'm saying? They don't go no front. So I don't know what y'all old ass hags thinking and shit like that. I'm your last choice. You know, I'm the only one who might even got an idea on my mind keeping your old ass around. I'm saying other than that, you gonna be fucking an old ass man. Or then a sugar daddy that he gonna make you a sugar mama eventually. You ain't gonna have no circumstance of cultural purpose in being able to build nothing where y'all making money together. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you old hoes go have to accept if you can't have no kids, it's gonna be some young hoes in the program. Oh, other than that, well, shit, you could be mama. I'm saying that's a whole village right there, things of that nature. This motherfucking shit, and then all you goddamn young goddamn heifers and things of that nature. Y'all need to know that you don't last forever. No, so I'll tell you that right now. So the more dicks in your mouth, the less your value is. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The things that I need to say. You show any signs of examples of being all over the place, how you start things, how it ends. All over the place. And we are hour in. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You know, listen to the mind of that Terry's Moon. I'm the Royal RJJ Uriel. And I'm here to care I gotta do these are motherfucking responsibilities. And you men, get your ass in the colony. You need a goddamn culture. So you need to connect with me. This is the new Iroquois Haudenosaunee Confederation. Shit. So we helping men be men. And we all got a goddamn purpose. So females even want to participate with something in this motherfucking shit, right? When it comes to our creative gifts and talents, business, entertainment, education, and the hell with that religion and politics shit. We just business, entertainment, education in this motherfucking shit. Goddamn, man, we can participate with the worldly business and politics. But first, we got to get ourselves together. Every culture got to get ourselves together. Or you don't even need to be even crying about shit or feed me, liberation. Then he's got a whole bunch of dumbass arguments about shit you ain't even did anyway. What we doing now? No, I'm saying. And that's what needs to be supported. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. And all other than that.